Welcome back to Storm Akima Reboot. Storm
Hi,
here.
Jessica here.
We're watching episode 2 today. We enjoyed the first one, learning more about Maya. Is she going to be the queen pin?
Which, for some reason, Queen Pin doesn't roll off the tongue the way that King Pin does. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, she
Queen
might change it
Pin.
up. She's a lot like Fisk in a way, too. So I'm curious if she's going to go down that road and just
She
try to
is.
take over, or if she's going to fall back over time and realize that I still love my family and I need to
hmm
reconnect with them. So,
I see it as that dream she was having where we got to see a little bit of that origin of the
yes, the
Choctaw
introduction.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to see a little bit of her having that dream. I've got a feeling that I don't know if it's going to be like literal spirits of her people, or she's going to realize that her people need her more than she needs to be the queen pin of some crime syndicate. Like realize that that's not a thing. Like don't. That's what I think it is. I think she's going to learn that she needs to get away from that life. And
That's what I'm kind of hoping that, we're hearing about how family still cares for her and you have to go see them instead of like whatever. you
yeah,
know, she
which
needs to
right
be with
now
them.
her grandmother and Bonnie don't know she's there,
Hmm.
and Biscuits does.
I love that name, Biscuits.
That's a great
You
name.
better survive. Shall we get into this episode?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Disney Plus, episode 2. And play.
Which last time she went from New York to Oklahoma.
I love it.
I
But
like
watch out,
learning
mature
things.
content. Yes, I love that you do that. You like researching stuff.
I do. Previously on.
Previously.
Which also previously on they had hot cocoa, so I got myself some hot cocoa.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I
It's
actually do
probably
have hot cocoa
still way too
downstairs.
hot though. If I try and drink it, I'm probably gonna burn my mouth and spit it
Yeah,
all
don't get
over.
scared or anything. Ah.
Mm. No, we're good. We're safe. Perfect temp.
Is it good?
Very good. It's hot chocolate. Oh, which yeah, if that's her grandmother, like if it's something like inherited, her
Mm-hmm.
grandmother spoke to her herd ancestors.
Yep, that's what I was kind of wondering too.
And they haven't explained it much, but there's a lot of people in her life too that no sign, no
Mm-hmm.
ASL.
I love
Um,
that.
I do realize I'm kind of assuming it's ASL, because different cultures will have different languages.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but that's rare. I mean, there's a lot of families that will have deaf children and just not learn ASL, which is
Mm-hmm.
awful.
It is.
Uh,
Yeah, I've heard that
but
too.
like to have that kind of community that
Oh, look at
is,
their paddles.
I know that's really fun, is willing to learn that and
Mm-hmm.
to be able to communicate with her is that's she. I hope she realizes how lucky that she is
Ooh,
for
yeah.
that.
I like that too.
1200 AD.
Alabama.
This looks like the almost like the game that Aztecs would play.
I was gonna joke and say lacrosse.
Well, yeah, lacrosse was a native game that they've changed
Yeah.
over the years. So yeah, I think it's like an early lacrosse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got to bring in the ringer.
Mm-hmm.
Referee, back it up,
Yeah.
back it up. It could also be there's a also another sport. I think it's more South American, but highlight that also uses a similar thing of
Yeah.
this. Who the F is that
I
guy?
know.
In 1200? I feel like
Whoa,
Vikings would have
good
been the
catch.
only Europeans over here at that point. And this is Alabama, so I don't know if there'd be a Viking in Alabama.
Hey, they were great travelers.
I mean, yeah, if we're talking Canada or northern US, I would say for sure. Alabama?
Hmm.
That'd be quite a well-traveled Viking.
Let out the beast.
She wants to win this.
Hmm. Whoa.
This is awesome.
It's gonna crawl.
Oh no.
What's so she's seeing visions. Ooh.
Oh shit.
Did she just like have a superpower moment?
I think she did.
Hmm. See, now Echo's having visions, so she can maybe connect like that too.
Maybe. I would love to watch a breakdown of that scene from like historians. There's a YouTuber I watch that goes through clothing, like she's a clothing expert, and she'll bring in like other clothing experts too,
Mm-hmm.
for different shows and movies. And she just put up her 2023 retrospective of like shows and movies. Yeah, going through, and whoever the expert is, she'll bring them on and be like, "Is this accurate to the time period?" And I think it's so fascinating. It's
That
just
is neat.
so I'd love to see like someone break it down and say like, "Yeah, this is what was accurate, or this is what not," and like this is what they would have worn and done, and
I like that just to see, like to know,
yeah.
like what is actually fact. Yeah,
I'd also love to learn about the sport they were playing.
that's cool.
No, I didn't really watch the intro. Did they have the intro in the first episode?
I don't think they did. I was trying to recall, and I'm like, I don't remember seeing this. Echo.
Brought some stuff.
Hmm.
She had that same thing in Hawkeye, the
The
visual
flashing.
alarm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Money. Oh, okay. So yes, it is.
I mean, if it's illegal, how is he going to get it? Oh, pawn shop. Okay.
It's not okay. I was
I
gonna
just
say
like,
maybe it's not illegal yet until she puts something together.
hey, there he is. Oh no, there's a there's a TikToker I see sometimes who's like, here's the act I put on for the white people to show by.
Oh god. Okay.
Madripoor! Name drop. Hmm. Hmm. Tell him to go away. Does a chicken have lips? They have a parlor. I feel like if my cousin randomly showed up on my doorstep and was like, "Can you get this stuff?" and it's illegal, I'd be like, I
Awkward.
would not know, even if I wanted to, even if it was genuinely wanted to help out. How would I?
uh, GoPro. What?
Hummingbird tongue camera, of course. Oh, is that? Oh man, both of them. Both of those guys are from Reservation Dogs.
Oh, sweet.
Which what's his name? Goldtooth on the left there. He plays the spirit. Oh, young warrior.
That's great.
He's great. He's so good. She's great also. She plays this like receptionist. Go watch Reservation Dogs. After you finish this, go watch Reservation Dogs.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
You're being a little bit of a dick there, Maya.
A little pushy.
The truck, that being on the wrong side, that's probably, I'm assuming, because of the accident.
Ah, yeah.
Because she was on the left side when it got hit.
Mm-hmm.
Precious than you, precious than you. Wait for someone like you. I don't think that's it.
Crap. He's such a pushover. He lets her
Yeah.
control him.
That's what grandmother said. Biscuits is impressionable. Which is hilarious because he's also like a grown man.
Oh, yeah.
But that's definitely way someone's grandmother would talk about them.
Yeah.
He's so impressionable. Dude is 30.
Never grew up.
He hasn't caught on to yet what's happening. I have. I figured it out. Oof.
Jeez. Poor Biscuits is like, what?
Oh, Billy Jack.
Wish you could have told me more.
No, she's the strong silent type. She doesn't.
Oop.
Mm.
Jeez.
Stay down. Oh man, there's guards on that one.
Oh. Wow, you gotta really pay attention.
I can't imagine having to ride that train at like whatever speed they're going, just out in the open, and also possibly fight people.
Oop. Number one. Oh, nice. And pay attention.
Pay attention.
Yeah, don't get hit.
They don't hear this.
Hello. Nothing to see here.
Did she? What happened?
She's a ninja. Oh, underneath.
Is she underneath?
Yeah.
How?
She works on her
Does she
core.
Does she have magic powers already? Okay. That makes more sense.
Ooh. Gotta drill a lot of those holes.
Also, that's got a really good drill.
Ooh. Ah, the camera.
Yeah, little hummingbird's tongue there.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of
Oh, perfect timing.
oh no. Uh-oh. Better take that with you.
Yeah.
Don't want nothing at that crime scene.
Oh God, he's just gonna
You don't
cut
have to
over.
just look at the map to see the next time to crosses a road and go there.
Maybe it won't.
Oh man. Now what? Where is she? How did she get there? What's happening?
I know.
I don't know how fast trains go. Whoa!
Oh, that hurt her shin.
Ah!
Oh! Oh, that was her.
That's her
Okay, her
prosthetic,
prosthetic.
but still, she
Yeah.
needs that thing.
Dang. Oh,
Oh
here you
dear.
go. Yeah, looking right at her. Hmm. She's gonna have like super strength. Yeah, so it is like a superpower. Look at
Oh
that.
yeah, she's got the.
Like, what?
Oh no! Is that thing gonna really support her now?
Crap. Pay attention.
Oh, that's a way to do it.
Yeah,
I like biscuits.
I like him too. Most exciting night ever.
He's on a mission.
uh, Countdown.
Is she gonna jump? Is she going through? What's happening?
Get up high enough so she can jump into the truck.
I mean, is that better? Worse?
And then he has to still have
He
time
has
to
to
stop.
and turn away. I
Oh,
don't know
I
if
don't know
this
if
is
he's got
better. I
time.
don't think this is good.
My truck. And then stop. Stop. How's the dog? I'm good.
Oh, Billy Jack.
Oh, she was holding on the back?
I don't know. I don't know how she did any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Then why the hell did you do that? Oh, that adrenaline kicking in.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna do this more often.
Who's this? Oi, oi.
Hmm.
Tickety boo.
Never heard that one.
He needs to take his sunglasses off. He looks familiar.
Yeah, he does. Oh, crap. Oh, my God. Who done
I
it?
mean, that's a message.
Mm-hmm.
I literally was thinking maybe she wrote a message in there, but no. She blew everyone
Wow.
up.
Yeah, that's insane. All right,
Holy
well,
crap. All
hopefully she
right.
feels accomplished.
Oh dear. Two cell phones and a landline all ringing off.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it? Oh.
Oh, it's that guy. She's gonna get a lot of people killed.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's gonna start a war.
Yep. Can you just see it and she skips it?
Yep, just she's gotta get her automail fixed.
Ha ha ha.
She needs some wind reaction.
Oh, yeah. Winry. Oh, memories.
Is that?
Gonna work his magic.
Don't text that.
I
Don't put it
know.
over text.
What is it? Like, say it. What's that saying?
Don't put anything in text you wouldn't want to read in the newspaper.
Yeah. Wow, she's just putting it all out there.
Don't.
Someone's gonna get his phone and see that.
I know. Pat himself in the back. That was good.
He's so proud.
How would I know? No, gotta keep her there.
It's say it, forget it, write it, regret it.
Uh,
That's what I was trying to
He does such good physical
say.
acting.
Ooh, that's the
Ooh,
ancestor, the person she
yeah.
saw.
Wrote down. Chafa.
Yeah.
You should go talk to her.
Mm-hmm. Ask her. Mm-hmm. No judgment. Oh no, you're in trouble.
Oh, Biscuits is in so much trouble.
I'm just gonna keep driving.
Roll up the window.
Oh my god. Sarcasm.
So it's funny. In Reservation Dogs, she and the guy who plays Maya's dad have a little like thing together.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Crap. Oh crap, he slipped up.
What? I didn't say nothing.
Oopsie. What do I say? You heard it wrong. You gotta talk to her. She's gonna go over there.
Oh, she's going over there.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Eating a Pop-Tart. Oof. My knees hurt just thinking about that.
Mm. See, when it stops, you don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Yeah, she
She
doesn't
really
have
is
this
cocky
power.
about this.
Ooh. I mean, on the bright side, there is nothing that ties it back to him yet, except for that text
I
conversation.
know, and that's her fault.
Well, it is her fault, yes, but it
She
is
made it
also
very
somewhat
literal.
his fault. He should have been like, "I'm coming over to your house and talking to you, and not putting this in text," because
I know he can't call her or just like talk on the phone. Because I'm like, why can't you just call? But he should have just showed up.
he should have showed up at the house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Bonnie's mad.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Let it out. Wow, she's like channeling all her ancestors.
yeah.
She's like the Avatar.
That's kind of what I was
What?
thinking. Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
past lives almost.
Maybe she'll have the glowing eyes and have like major superpowers when she can like connect to everyone. It's a cool way to actually learn more about your history. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
great that your family knows a lot, but it's in such greater detail if you could do it this way. You know, all these people we're getting to know, I think it's going to be, of course, really bad for everyone. She's starting a war, as we knew she
Yeah.
was probably going to do, and she wants to be the next Fisk. It's all bad. And Henry, I think, is going to be the first to die, or one of the first people, because I
Yeah.
care for him. We're getting invested with him. He cares about family so much, and he's been warning Maya about, like, don't do this. You're going to get a lot of people killed. Writing that text message was not a good idea. So,
Nope.
again, the first one that he said, it makes sense. That is still evidence. If they do get his phone, I really think that's going to be a thing. But the fact that she plainly said what she did,
Mm-hmm.
it was enough evidence to be like, yeah, you're guilty and you're dead. So that's
Though it
really bad.
also doesn't help that Skater Boy just texted New York as soon as she walked in the door.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
also is no bueno. No
Yeah,
bueno.
it's definitely not good. You know, one fun thing about this series so far is we're reading because they're doing sign language a lot, that we actually have to read what they're saying, so it's quiet most times.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind
Gotta
of
pay
fun to really
attention.
focus. Yeah, to really pay attention and how they sign, and there's so much emotion in it that you can actually almost hear them talking. You
Yeah,
know what I
like
mean?
the
Like
emotion
the
isn't
anger.
like we put inflection and tone into our voices, but the same is done with like how strong they're like, this is stop. It's not just stop. It's
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Henry, like he was so aggressive on his motions when he was talking to her,
yeah.
and then when she was up on the roof, she's being all sarcastic and like
Yeah,
breakfast is
you
the
could
most
tell she
important.
was being like,
Yeah, and I get
Do you
she's a
want
very
some?
strong, independent person and a very stubborn person, but she really does. She's extremely pushy, and these innocent
Yeah.
people around her, like her cousin, Biscuits, like she's just like so pushy with him, and
Which,
it's
considering her
funny.
life, makes sense. Like,
Mm-hmm.
she ran a gang in New
Yeah.
York City. under the biggest gang lord in New York City. Like,
Mm-hmm. Huge deal.
it makes sense for her to like have this kind of, yeah, you're gonna do what I say when I say it,
Mm-hmm.
just energy about her. But it's a dick move to be bringing
It
that
does
to
make
your family.
sense. That
Yeah.
absolutely makes sense. It could be worse. And she does care for family. And even though she is using her cousin, I don't think she would intentionally put him in a lot of danger. Although that train scene was pretty risky in
It
itself. He could have easily
was.
killed himself. He's never done anything like that before.
Hmm.
She didn't warn him what she was going to do.
And even if he didn't get hurt, like she could have gotten hurt and he would have had to deal with that. Like
Mm-hmm.
he
So she
she was
didn't think
putting
about
him
that.
in a bad situation no matter what.
Yeah.
And yeah. Which,
Yeah.
again, that's what's his name? Henry said. Like,
Mm-hmm.
she's acting like Fisk. She's talking like Fisk. Like, this is what Fisk would do. Fisk would put his loved ones at risk for dumb
Yep.
crap.
Yep.
Loved
He gets blind by power. Like, this is what he
Yeah.
wants to do, and he gets so angry, and she gets major tunnel vision, and Fisk, exactly, he's like that. So they have a lot more in common for being against each other. Like, Fisk, I'm assuming again that he's going to be 100% against his niece now because she shot him and tried to kill him, but for being so, against each other now, they're very similar in character.
Which, he's got the thing of resign. I'm assuming he does not have that eye anymore,
I'm
even if
assuming.
he's 100%. Um, when Clint was talking to her, like trying to say, it's Fisk that did it to you, he talked about how like the rage makes you blind.
Mm-hmm.
Like it almost feels intentional. Like what you did to me made me blind to your manipulations. So
Mm-hmm.
now I'm gonna blind you. Like that's almost what it feels like.
Yeah.
A literal eye for an eye.
Yeah, I can see that. Bad pun. Okay. Yeah, so it's quite interesting so far. And I know we're building up to this war. We got 3 episodes left, so I'm thinking that we're going to have a lot of action probably the next few episodes.
Yeah, it's been a little slow building, surprisingly, with how few episodes. Like it feels like a fine pace, with the exception of I know that there's only a few episodes left. Like if I thought that there was like 8 episodes, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. But knowing there's only like 5, I'm just like, oh, they gotta move along here. What's gonna happen?
I know, because I'm like, is this in parts? I know this is the full season, but I'm like, maybe the second season will come out even sooner. Who knows?
Yeah,
Or
like a 2-part thing.
yeah, I doubt it, but maybe. And I'm like, maybe this is going to build up to a different movie. And, we get a lot of fans who thank you guys for like filling us in, and they like tell us about like the new Marvel stuff that's coming out. So I know there's a lot of plans for different movies and shows. And yeah, we'll see. I'm assuming this will tie into something bigger. But, again, Fisk, I love him as a villain, and I hope he does stick around for a while. I truly think Echo will choose her family over being the queen pin, but we'll see what happens. And her actually connecting with her ancestors and having a physical power. Here comes the superpower part in the MCU, right? Because I was thinking, she could be amazing without a superpower. I mean, heck, she has like 2 handicaps, and she thrives over other people. Like she is an
stood her own
amazing
against
fighter.
Daredevil.
Yeah, like she's like an equal or more, or stronger than Daredevil. I mean, who knows? Because again, that fight that she had last episode, that was when she was confused and, was kind of figuring out her situation while she was fighting Daredevil.
If she knew what she was getting into with him, like that would have been a much different fight, I feel like.
Yeah. Yeah, and now this is a long time later, so I think she's even more skilled. So to see, I hope they have another fight because I'm curious on how that'll go.
And it's kind of funny, like she kind of fights like Daredevil in a way. In Hawkeye, they show the reason she fights well is because she watches what people do and she anticipates their movements.
Yep.
And she watched, like when she was a kid, she watched like the one kid fight the other kid and realized like where his weight was put and stuff.
Yes.
And so was able to anticipate and do that. And Daredevil fights a lot the same way. Like he'll dodge before he'll just hit someone. He'll let them come to him in a lot of ways. So I feel like they've got similar styles.
Isn't that interesting too? Because she's deaf, so she has to visually see it, and then you have Daredevil who can't see, so he's using his hearing to actually hear the weight where that's going. Like he can hear the shifting in that way. So yeah, I think that's kind of fun to see that they have a major sense that's different that they don't have, but they enhance their other senses and have a similar fighting style in a way. So I think that's a very interesting contrast, you know. So I'm hoping we get more Daredevil.
I hope so too. There's a character in DC Comics, one of the Batgirls, Cassandra Cain, who was raised without language, and she was taught without any language, and she was instead taught like body language as a language, essentially. Her father was an assassin and taught her all this stuff, and so like that's how she fights too. Is she knows what someone's gonna do because she can just tell from like the way they move their weight. Oh, they're gonna do this, and then she just
That's so interesting. So I wonder how they have a conversation. It's not like signing; they're just like.
No, yeah, she just understands from the way that you stand and your way that like your like small twitches. Like that's how she understands you. She doesn't understand words. She just understands the movement of the language.
Wow, that's kind of a cool idea too. I mean, that's very different.
Cassandra Cain's one of my favorites. I love her.
Oh yeah, Jessica loves her comic books, right, Jessica?
I do love my comic books.
Yes, you know a lot about everything, like DC, Marvel. What's like your favorite comic? Would you say?
Oh, if you don't mind me asking. If you're talking about a specific like run of comics, Batgirl, you're one, and then maybe the early Chris Claremont X-Men, not the Stan Lee X-Men original, the 1970s run that Chris Claremont did with Wolverine and Storm and Nightcrawler. I've got like a whole omnibus that's just all those comics, and it's so bizarre and wonderful.
That's like really neat.
The Brood and the Dark Phoenix story.
Dark Phoenix, okay.
Dark Phoenix. Gotta get Dark Phoenix in there.
Oh yeah.
I have this isn't it. This is my Batgirl cup. But I had for the longest time, and it unfortunately broke. It had the original Stan Lee X-Men on one side, and then the Chris Claremont X-Men on the other side. And the Chris Claremont X-Men had a little like Thunderbird grave, because Thunderbird famously dies in like the first issue. No! So I kept him in there, but like Wolverine leaning on the grave, just like, hey bud.
Oh, so remember you. Thanks for sharing that. That's so cool, because I just remember in college you always like loved your comics and stuff.
Comics.
Yeah, and then Joker was a big deal. It's not dumb at all. Like that's your passion. I think that's so fun, you know. And I remember Joker was a huge deal to you in college. You would tell us all kinds of stuff about what he was doing in the comics, and I'm just like, oh god. And he was always disturbing too. I know he's DC, but we were talking about how like Fisk is such a scary villain, and it's rare to get a villain that you're actually, like terrified of. And I think Joker is another one. I mean, they're very different villains, but they're both extremely terrifying, like so powerful, and you don't want to mess with them. You don't want to even like cross their path and have them look at you, because you're like, holy crap, like this is dangerous, what's gonna happen?
I do love the villains that you love because you love them, like Loki or Hela.
Loki I freaking love.
Ones you're just like, they're great, I love them. And then they love the villains that are just like, I would run away from you. If I saw you on the street, I would go the other way.
Danger. Yes, you get out of there quick. Yeah, so we got 3 episodes left. I'm assuming Fisk needs to be physical in this. Maybe not, but for his character, I think he has to be.
Yeah, he has to, for sure.
Are they going to go against each other? I mean, are they going to have a fight, like a physical fight, like him and Maya? We'll find out, but I think it's definitely going to get a whole lot worse. And I wanted to also mention, I did mention her superpowers, yeah. So I'm curious, like, how far that will go. Like, will she get major powers from this? Because does it, like, this power get stronger the more generations it goes through, because then you have like more experiences, like maybe it builds up or something, I don't know, because we've seen a little bit of power that it can give, like that one woman playing that game, she had the glowing hands, and then she, like, we cut away really quick, but it looked like she jumped really high because we already saw her in the air, and then she landed. What else can people do? Like, Maya doing that last thing with the train, like, pulling away the connection. That seemed like a super strong move to do. So I'm like, wow, that's, like, even more powerful than that game that lady played. So who knows? So I'm curious if it's like the same kind of power that certain ancestors can connect to, or if it gets stronger down the road and she's gonna like really impress us and be able to do like normal superpower things. But I like the idea that she didn't have superpowers like Hawkeye and stuff. So I was kind of like surprised, unless it happened in the comics like that too. That
I can't remember what her powers are. I think she does have powers in the comics, but I can't remember what they are. I can very distinctly remember the covers with her that David Mack drew. But that's the big thing that's sticking in my head.
That's cool, though. So I'm kind of thinking that, you know, she's going to have amazing superpower abilities at some point. And I want to know more of it.
Definitely, and I definitely get Avatar feels from it. Like it's almost like Avatar state with the glowing hands and seeing the past lives kind of thing.
Exactly, and I'm wondering now with that intro scene from the first episode, where that was like a literal thing. I don't say cheap way to go, but just to make an excuse, like, oh, they're aliens or something, and they have like a superpower. I don't know.
Like but maybe it was a more literal sense. That, or if
I don't want to make it that. I don't.
Like, cause obviously, like, Choctaw are real people. You know, it's a real tribe. Like, maybe it was, like, a group of aliens that landed there.
I hope that's not
and then, like, met the natives of the area and became a part of their, like, group. And, like, that's it or something. But it would be really, like, I don't know how I feel if it would be like, oh, well, they're not human.
I really hope it doesn't come to that. I think it's such like a cop-out thing. So
don't do that.
Yeah, I'm hoping that maybe whatever power they have, it actually did originate with them human, like being human, and it's just how their tribe was way back when, and they got lost in translation or didn't know like how extreme and how different they were from other people. I don't know. And then.
And they might not explain a lot of it, too. They might just leave it up in the air.
They might.
Where they just say, like, oh, yeah, we gave you what we gave you. Deal with it.
Yeah, maybe they took these beliefs and they made them more extreme and more literal to be like, oh, yeah, no, this stuff actually did happen way back when. So anywho, I'm curious on how far she'll be able to connect with her ancestors and how strong these powers will get. Yeah. So I'm hoping we'll find out this season.
I'm curious how she's going to control them too. Like, is it going to be like in moments of need, or in like, you know, that woman really wanted to beat that guy at that game, so she got jumpy powers.
Yeah.
She really wanted to get her leg out of there, so she got strong powers. Or is it going to be like, you know, you have to be doing something that's worthy kind of thing? I want like that. I'm almost wondering if he's going to go that route to be like, no, you either are going to be helping your people out in whatever war is coming, or you're going to be self-serving. And if you're going to be self-serving, you don't get this.
True.
Kind of thing.
I was thinking at first, like, okay, it's definitely going to be family because I feel like it's more family oriented. Like she has to connect with her family. I'm curious. I mean, I'm sure there's other limitations and a lot to figure out, but yeah.
Also, I gotta go back. I gotta go back and watch. Was that a European man that we saw in the crowd? Right?
During the game,
he had on like European.
He totally looked like a Viking guy. So it was Marvel.
Pre-Columbus, so it couldn't have been anyone from Spain or France or you know.
And you can make an easy excuse. You can make an easy excuse and just say it's Marvel. There's time traveling. There's aliens. Anything's possible. So, I'm hoping that her ancestors, I'm pretty sure, are human, and they just have this lost power that only a certain amount of people can trigger or whatever. And then this random other guy is there. Maybe he gave them the power and he's an alien. There you go again. We don't know, and hopefully we'll find out more. But that is a very good question, because that was a very fast scene, too.
It was so quick, and I'm just like, wait, they're not
Who's that guy?
Who was he?
Easter egg for some other movie. Who knows? But maybe you guys can let us know. Because I'm very curious. But on that note, guys, thank you so much for watching. I can't wait for the next episode. We got 3 more left, and I think it's going to be absolutely insane. fingers crossed. We hope we don't lose a lot of people, but I think that's going to happen. And we'll see what Maya chooses to do at the end. What will she do? So thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, bye, guys.
Bye.